What's going on, everybody, and welcome to part 9 of my playthrough for Plants vs. Zombies. In the last episode, we made it through the night levels, the waves in our front yard, and now the zombies have gotten a little bit more intelligent and they're attacking our backyard now that they realize they can't get through the front. Which is smart because, unfortunately, we have a pool planted here, and with a pool there, we can't plant normal plants on top of it, but with lily pads, we can plant them on top of the pool area. It's, I like what they did here, like I said in the last episode. It's cool what they did. It's like they changed it a little bit without totally tweaking the game. It's a small little change that keeps the game fresh without totally changing the code, you know what I mean? So we're gonna roll, yeah, right here. This seems pretty good, right? Yeah, rock and roll. And we also got the first taste of not being able to use our mushrooms again, which after 10 levels of using mushrooms kind of feels sad, you know what I mean? And like I said and now it's nice to have sun falling from the sky again. That doesn't seem like that much, but when you think about it, like think about it in your head how much sun falling from the sky actually adds up. Think about it. It actually adds up quite a bit, and at night you notice because you stop getting it. And for these levels, what I actually like to do is not go straight down the road like I normally would, because you'd have to put a lily pad here to put them down. So I usually wait until I have 4 sunflowers out, then I put a lily pad down after I've started the fences. Usually, it's actually pretty rare to get a starting zombie coming through the water here. They usually don't come through the water for a little while. So that's a little nice. And isn't it cute how the lily pads actually have a face on them, so it's not just like some inanimate object, it actually is like a plant? Lily pads actually, well, they're very cheap and they can be good for the water and stuff, and obviously the main use that they're for. But they actually have an upgrade later on that's extremely good, in my opinion. I probably should have put that down there. You know, we could show off the squash. We haven't shown off the squash, I don't think. Last episode I did, which I apologize. I think I got it and didn't show it off. Or, actually, I got it, and I don't think we had time to use it. So here's what a squash does. You put it next to a zombie, it looks at it, zombie gone. It's amazing. It recharges decently fast, and it's a very small amount of sun. And if there were like 2 or 3 zombies there, it would crush all of them. So it's pretty useful, and you can put it down anywhere. You know, it goes fast. A zombie won't have time to eat it, even if I put it right in front of him. So that's really good. I guess we can throw some lily pads out. It's actually not a bad idea to get like more sunflowers here, because you really usually won't get too many zombies coming this way, at least not right away. So, you know, I think I'm going to do that just to speed things up a little bit, or try to. Let's demonstrate a squash again, just because I can. It is one of those TSPPs, you know, temporary solution to a short-term problem to a long-term problem, to a permanent problem. There we go. Let's not screw up the saying that I stole. Zombie gone. I think it actually kills football player zombies in one shot too. I'm not 100% sure. I can't really think. It is something I actually use more than the cherry bomb or anything else for a quick fix like that. A very good thing to keep on you, in my humble opinion. And yeah, you'll definitely see some use out of it, but I know there are stronger zombies later in the game that it won't kill them in one shot. And I'll point them out as we get there. But conehead zombies, even buckethead zombies, it takes out one shot. I'm not totally sure about the football zombies, now that I'm trying to think about it. So you still have nothing coming in the water. We usually don't have to worry about the water too much. Actually, it's more in mini-games that water zombies are annoying in my I was gonna say in my studies, but not in studies, you know, in my, like, playthroughs. Hey look, a magical box! We unlocked a minigame. Play it from the main menu, so I don't know when I'm gonna show those off. I'm gonna play through the entire story first. I might explain that. I could just explain it now, it's not that hard to talk about. That, minigames yield is where you're gonna get most of your money from when you want to build up money, and minigames are a big part of this game, actually. Most people think, oh, it's just a little add-on to the game, but it really does expand the life of the game and makes it a lot more fun. So now we've got a decent setup here. Yeah, I feel pretty safe now. It's times like these are where I love things to move a little bit faster, just because we got it. I don't know, I just haven't decided yet whether I'm going to go in between stages and show mini-games like in between for a few episodes, or if I'm just going to wait till the end. I'm probably going to wait till the end. I might like show it off from the main menu at some point, just be like, hey, here's the mini-games, just so you know they exist. And yeah, nothing's going to get through us now, so I'm going to start setting up some of these guys to make things move a little bit faster. I think it's good insurance to back these guys up with this, because it, you know, gives them a chance. A huge wave of zombies is approaching. And actually, if you notice the music in the backyard is also a little bit different, and I like it here too. Every single level, I think, has its own unique music. And although there aren't a ton of soundtracks in this game, there's enough, and they're high quality enough, in my opinion, to you know, be in like my list of, oh, don't eat him, oh man, I should have waited, now this guy's gonna get hurt. Unless, this is where the squashes are just really good. Really, really good to any, they accommodate any plant well. See, Buckethead gone. And you can be, they can be behind, in front, they'll actually, like, they're really, really good. They're very, very good for if a zombie was able to get back here and you needed something really fast to stop him. They're extremely good. Actually, probably one of the most useful in the game, plants. Useful at any time, any level. Yeah, pretty much. Really, really good plants. I don't think I can praise them enough. They've mostly because like I'm remembering some times now where they've actually really saved my butt. Are we gonna be able to take him out? I think he's just gonna be able to take him out. Let's eat you. Okay, I'm gonna put this behind this one. Newspaper guys. So annoying. And I guess I'll put you here to eat the newspaper guy. Squashes are even good in the water too. Like if I set up a lily pad and then put this guy on there, it would probably kill him. But I'm just gonna let him take them out. Yep, gone. I think we see less of newspaper guys later on. They're semi-challenging. I think the pole vaulting guys, you know, like the guys with the poles that jump over zombies, plants, are more of a threat on how fast they move and what their ability actually is. Oh, come on, take him out. Take him out. I think he's just gonna be able to take him out. One more shot. 2 more shots. Nope. Squash. Boom. Okay. Back you up here. I might as well throw this out, why not? Yoink. And I got enough sun to start planting some double rows of pea shooters here. What do you guys let me do? Talk, monologue. What really counts as a monologue? Isn't that just where someone just goes off on a tangent of talking? Well, it's kind of the same thing as a rant, right? What's the difference between a monologue and a rant? Anybody know? Probably no one. I'm sorry. I'm not even that good of a whistler, but this is a really good soundtrack. I just haven't played a game in such a long time that had such an addicting soundtrack, you know what I mean? Last game I can think of that had a good soundtrack, I mean this good, like on this level, was, jeez. I'm trying to think what the last game, I'm like looking at my game collection, not even really looking at the screen. I think I'll be okay, hopefully. Jeez, I don't really know. Now that I'm trying to like think of it. For some reason I want to say like The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, but that was such a long time ago for me. Probably a long time ago for quite a few people too. No, I'm really at a loss here, I'm not sure. Are they going to be able to take him out? Because I don't really want to lose another plant here. Nice, okay. Collect some more money. We're going to be using that money before too long, so... definitely worth clicking on. Jeez, I really don't know what the, This is the kind of the one that's falling in my head right now. I can't think of the game before this that probably had a good enough soundtrack. You know what? Probably Deadly Premonition, now that I think about it. Okay, good, we stopped him. Yeah, I'm gonna say Deadly Premonition. Actually, something else you can do here that you might not think of is you can put a walnut out here. It works the same way. It just takes a little bit more extra sun. Not too much, but a little bit extra. I'm gonna throw him right here. Let's see if this works in this guy. Squash versus football player. Oh, it takes him out 1 shot. Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought it did, but I didn't want to say for sure because I've been wrong about a couple things so far. And since this is the final wave, let's throw the cherry bomb right here. Boom. That was probably a waste. Would have been better right here. I'm gonna switch you out for you. And I'm probably gonna get rid of this just so he gets closer. I know it seems like such a bad idea, but there we go. Gone. Dibs. And we get a brand new plant. Actually, kind of like a third upgrade to the pea shooter now. Not really an upgrade since it's its own plant, but it is kind of like an upgrade in a different kind of way. It shoots peas in 3 different lanes. Basically, it shoots 1 pea, but it kind of spreads out into like a kind of like a wave sort of thing. Like if you like made a wave in the water, you know, it steadily gets bigger and bigger. So it's kind of it's a very interesting plant. It's definitely the most expensive plant we've gotten so far. Therefore, it's not to be used lightly, but it is very useful indeed. If you're willing to sacrifice like a good amount of sun for this. So I think, like I said, I'm going to stick to using it. So let's see. I'm going to choose you. Oh, we need 1 more slot. Because I'd rather have the squash. Alright, that'll work. And as you can see right there, we have a zombie with a snorkel mask. That's not good. We don't want to see that. And at the rate I'm doing this at the moment, like playing through this game, I probably am not going to finish in time for October, just the way I'm going so far, because there's a total of 5 levels. Like, we eventually 510 is the last level, but then there's, you know, the extras I kind of want to show, so I might just finish the story mode in time, but we'll see about the extras, because there are a lot of extras in this game. This would probably be a longer term fix. I was thinking about using the squash, but that'll only be half the time. And I do want to show these guys off. These guys are best put in the middle rows because you'll see when they fire, they kind of go spread out. It's like a spread out shot. If they're really close to a zombie, it's like they're hitting it 3 times at once, but that's not really the way you want to use them. It's better to use them as like a long-range supporting kind of role, if you will. And if you don't, then screw you. Like I'm giving you the option or something. Bells, it's a very nice touch, as opposed to everyone who uses like electric guitars and stuff now to make music. Not saying electric guitar is bad, but it's like, I actually do prefer other instruments. Alright, now I think we can get like a row of pea shooters set up, at least on the land. And then in the water I'm going to save up to set up these guys. Save up to set up, yeah! And I'm also going to try to get them in the middle, so I'll probably actually throw out a few more. Oh, sunflowers. Double row. It actually helps to have just 2 more sunflowers than you normally would here. I know at night we had like 2 rows of sun-producing plants, but daytime it's a little bit different. Things move a bit faster too. There we go. And we actually probably won't get any zombies a little while for you, but once that snorkeling zombie comes up, oh, it's annoying. And later, like I said earlier, there are dolphin zombies. Terrible. Oh, second most annoying zombie in the game, I think. Not totally sure. So right now, I'm going to set up a lily pad here and back it up with a walnut. Just to stall for time so far. Until I can save enough sun to actually get, you know, what I want to put here. And actually, stalling tactics are pretty good in this game for when you want to do something like this. This isn't something I'd actually normally do, because my strategy from the last level will work just as fine. I'm going to put this guy up in just a second. I actually want to get these backed up, because they cost so much sun that I don't want to lose them right away. Usually, like, my tactics that I would use in the very beginning of the game worked throughout the rest of the game until the very last level, actually. Oh, thank God. I was afraid he was going to get him. And there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to set up these guys to just show what they do. Put one of these guys here. When a zombie is... I usually think they'd be shooting at it by now. I think it actually might have to be in their lane or within 3 of them, like 3 blocks, like 1, 2, 3. And then they'll fire at it. And it's best to put these guys in the middle because that way they get the most amount of shots off. But you put them here, they're not going to be able to shoot anyone up here. You know what I mean? To put them on the bottom, they're not going to shoot anyone over there. So in the in-between rows, not on the end rows, would be your best bet. So yeah, see, there we go. Now they're shooting 3, and it not only does it shoot the one in their row, but as you see, it gets further and further. If a zombie was right here, it would be getting hit with all 3 shots, which is pretty devastating. But as you like for this is a really good supporting. If you had the sun to back it up, I actually would recommend getting these guys out. But for most of my strategies, like my fail-safe strategies that I don't have to worry about anything going wrong, I wouldn't use these guys. I'd stick to chompers and normal these guys and double repeaters and stuff and walnuts. That would be my typical thing, and it works. But it's fun to have the fun of this game is experimenting with different strategies and seeing how things work. So I guess we really got the sun to back this up. I'm gonna put you down here. I'm gonna let him take him out. And I'm gonna put double repeaters there. I'm actually gonna throw another one of these guys out here because we actually got the sun to back it up. There we go, and I'll put one of these guys when I get the chance for there. In the meantime, I'd like to back this guy up with another walnut. Don't have it. Actually, if you really have quite a few of these guys out, it can be pretty devastating. And later on, there's actually not an upgrade, but like another plant that accommodates to these guys very well. It's like the peanut butter and jelly for these guys. It goes very well together, and it makes these guys very devastating. Along with actually another upgrade to the repeater. And the problem with these guys, you can see the snorkeling zombie, he's actually underneath the shots. He's not taking any hits right now. He'll only come up when he has to eat something, which is why I wanted to get a walnut out first. And he can actually get very close, and then he pops up, throws the actual snorkel out of his mouth and keeps eating. The animations in this game are really good. I heart something. I don't know what that said. I'm not sure I want to know. There we go, pick up the money. Back up a little bit more defense. I usually keep the pool plants farther back as opposed to farther up, just because later on there are zombies that can pop out of the middle in the pool, so it could be bad if you set up too far. Money. We're almost at the end mark. That's where I usually like to save the big explosion for all my TSPPs. TSPPs. Come on, Walnut. 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 Sweet. Now we can put these guys out here. Actually, I could put another one of these guys out, which is like overkill. But just look at all the pea shooters going through now. It's ridiculous. And yeah, obviously I'm pulling this off now, but later on it can be a little bit difficult to pull this off, and it's usually just not my preferred thing, even if it is, working really well. And have we gotten a, yeah, we've gotten a gold coin before, I don't know what I'm talking about. And actually, I'm waiting, now that I know for sure there are upgrades to these, like the lawnmowers here actually won't work in the pool. They're almost useless in the pool. And there's an upgrade later where you can get specifically for the pool, which doesn't cost a lot of money, and I'm going to pick it up. Usually the pool is where I have the most trouble. Throw another these guys out, why not, right? Look at this. This is just, they're not going to get through here. Let's throw a cherry bomb right here. Nice. And actually, I think we can just take these guys out real quick with a... Otherwise, this is going to get me killed. Nope, perfectly. And pick that up, gets the money too. And we get a very useful plant, in my opinion. A very cool looking plant too. Tango Kelp. An aquatic plant, so it doesn't actually need a lily pad to be put in the pool. It can just be put right in the pool. Very cheap, and it pulls a zombie underwater. Pretty much like it's an insta-kill for a zombie in the water. Just immediately drags them down and they're gone. And it recharges pretty fast too, so it's a very, very good plant for these water levels. And I actually like it a lot. But I think that's going to do it for this this part here. In the next episode, I'm definitely going to show that off and continue our onslaught of zombies with plants. So until then, I thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, let me know, and I'll catch you later.